Check this out.
5 things that women lie on social media and claim to not like, but they actually love it. First thing you gotta understand about most women is that a lot of them are liars and they have selective morality. So they pick and choose when they wanna have integrity.
Stop it. Y'all heard that selective morality part? That mean they choose when they wanna stand on code and when they wanna be a 304. Carry on.
Coming in at number 1, because it's my favorite, is cheating. I done said this before. Women do not hate cheating. Women hate being cheated on. Majority of women, if you have a conversation with them, you'll find out that at some point in their life, whether they was young, old, they've been another woman, right? They've been the other woman to a man who was cheating. They had no problem being a side chick. They had no problem messing around with a man who they knew was taken. I done met so many women throughout my life. I have had to cut women off because they can't seem to stop messing with other people's men. And I don't do that, right? I don't hang around people that do that. That's a no-go for me. I don't play that. But they will sit up in your face and tell you how horrible cheating is. But the truth is, they only care when they the one being cheated on. And a lot of them, contrary to popular belief, don't actually hate being cheated on. They hate the embarrassment that comes with being cheated on when people find out. But if the man would cheat on her in secrecy and only him and her knew that the cheating was going on, most of them, they really don't care.
Stop it. Cheating is a rich man's sport. It ain't for the weak or the broke. And most of these women be cool with that shit till it hit social media. And now her friends calling her phone, asking her the tea if it's real or it's fake. Y'all see what going on with Cardi B? It was cool when she knew about the cheating. But soon as it hit goddamn social media, everybody calling her phone, everybody making her look crazy. Now she wanna turn up. That's when it hit their emotions. That's when she feel like she gotta put on the show to make you look crazy just to get even. And as far as cheating, women are the sneakiest species on the planet. They feel like they could use that box between their legs to get everything straightened out once they get caught. So they don't need to feel the consequences of cheating. They just feel the embarrassment of a man choosing another woman over them. Carry on.
Number 2, a lot of women, mistreatment, they don't hate it as long as you can compensate them for it, right? Like, you can actually mistreat them as long as the money right. They'll give up their dignity and respect for money. A lot of them can be bought. So it doesn't matter how disrespectful that man is. It don't matter how terrible he treat her as long as the compensation adds up and makes sense, literally.
Stop it. That's a fact. That's a snapper fact. You can't be making a certain type of money and then treating your woman a certain type of way. She ain't going for that shit. But if you making 6 figures, doing random vacations, paying all her goddamn bills, you giving her, you know women love diamonds. She gonna sit right there and be boo-boo the fool. Dumb as hell though. Boo-boo the fool. Some of them ain't got no daddy though. Boo-boo the fool. And put right up with that goddamn bullshit. She gonna deal with it. Cause she know that finding another man that do what you do is highly unlikely, especially at her age. Carry on.
Number 3, deadbeats. Women actually love deadbeats, right? Especially when he can give her all his time. You think that while she out going on these dates and he taking her out of the country and doing all of this stuff that she asking him, well, why you ain't spending this time with your kids? No, she don't care that he ain't spending this time with them kids. She don't care that she don't never hear him talking about going to get them kids. She don't care that she ain't never seen him talk about sending no money to them baby mamas. Only person she care about is her, all right? As long as he treating her good. And if she got kids, she only cares about the treatment that he gives to her children. Biological, not biological, she only cares about her and her situation.
Stop it. That's a fact. A woman don't care about your kids that don't come from her. Them your kids, as long as your baby mama ain't in her business with that bullshit, she cool. You could be all the deadbeat that you could be. She'll never ask about them other kids. That's F. She ain't shit. A lot of women, man, they ask about them other kids when they're a good woman. But when they don't care about your kids, especially if they don't like your baby mama, they don't care nothing about them kids. Them kids could goddamn go to hell for all they care. As long as you spending time with her and treating her child from another ninja good, she don't give a damn about nothing in your past. Just look at NBA Youngboy and them. Look at his baby mamas. All them seem unbothered except Yaya. But, carry on.
Attention. Number 4, women love attention. They'll sit up and tell you and lie straight to your face and tell you that they don't do this for attention. They don't do that for attention. They absolutely love attention. They love male attention as long as it's from the man that they want the attention from. All right, it only gets questionable when it's a man that they don't like. But if it's a man that they like, absolutely. You think if her and her homegirls go out and they see a table full of fine men that they don't want to be approached and they don't want conversation had by those men? Yeah, they do. I don't care what they telling you. All right, it's the ugly dudes that's coming up and bothering them that they got a problem with. But they absolutely have no issue with attractive men shooting a shot, talking to them, conversating with them. They love that. They like attention. They go out of their way for attention. They'll throw other women under the bus for attention. They'll do a lot of things to get attention. Don't believe that.
Stop it. That's facts. Money ain't the root of all evil no more. Attention is. In fact, women love attention more than money. They can't stand to be ignored or looked over. They want to be seen and approached. If men ain't trying to talk to them everywhere they go, they don't feel pretty. Carry on.
And last but not least, number 5, marriage. Majority of these women absolutely wanted marriage. A lot of these women who accepted these babies in no ring, yeah, they wanted to be married. All right. When you go into the comment section of women who getting proposed to, women who getting married, look at that comment section. Just full of women just wanting that to be them, wishing that had been them. Right? It just didn't end up being them. And, they'll sit up and tell you stuff like, if I wanted to be married, I could. Yeah, you could, to some loser, some ugly loser. But the man who you actually would want to be married to, no, you couldn't just be married to him because he'd actually have to ask you. And he's not doing that. You know that. We know that. The men that you want to marry you are not marrying you. So, no, you don't have the ability to marry the men that you want. You could get married. Anybody could get married. Getting married to the person that you actually want to be married to is a completely different story. But yes, if they could actually be married to the men that they want, they would.
Stop this shit. She 5 for 5 like goddamn Wendy's. All facts. Women naturally want to be married and secure, especially if they found Mr. Pay for shit. Cause see, they got their whole entire prime from 18 to 25 to find security with their beauty. And most of the women that say they don't want marriage are the women that know ain't no man trying to lock their head down. But see, this generation of women is built different. Cause see, most of these women are married to the street. So having kids and coming home to one man, that's a no-go, cause they gonna take them from the streets. They married to the street. You heard Future, she for the streets. They don't wanna be with one man unless he in jail. Cause then they could do whatever the hell they wanna do while he out the way. But out of all 5 of these things that this woman just said, shout out to DD. Y'all make sure y'all follow her on TikTok too. She doing her thing. Out of all that shit she said, which one of these goddamn things she named on this list shocked you the most? And what did she miss? Comment below. I want you to comment your 5 below. I'm reading all the comments too. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you follow right now. And make sure you share this video, baby. Share this video. We the business.